Well, hello there! I know you're looking at these things that are hanging behind me and thinking, are those planets? Yes, it indeed is. Good observation there, bud. Now, can you name the 8 planets together with me? Alright then, they are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Now, let's take a look at some facts about the 8 planets. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system, which is only around 40% of the size of Earth, but is the fastest planet to move around the Sun. Whereas Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system, but it doesn't have any moons. Now, what about our fascinating home planet, the Earth? Earth is also known as the blue planet, as around 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water. Did you know that 95% of the Earth's ocean is still unexplored? Amazing, right? Though ours is the only planet that sustains human life, scientists have been exploring our neighboring planet Mars since the past 4 decades as we discovered signs of water in the planet, which supports the belief that human life can exist on the red planet. Right next to Mars, we have the magnificent Jupiter, the 3rd brightest planet in the night sky. We all enjoy watching a full moon night, right? Well, guess what? While the Earth has a single moon, Jupiter has 67 moons in total. Now that's amazing. Have you ever noticed a planet which has rings around it? It's none other than Saturn. Saturn is the 2nd largest planet in the solar system, and Saturn's moon Titan is bigger than the planet Mercury. Wow! Now tell me, which is the next planet? A little more louder. Yes, it's Uranus. Fun fact, the size of Uranus is 400 times the size of Earth, and it is the 3rd largest planet in our solar system. However, Uranus cannot be seen with the naked eye because of the extreme distance. This brings us to the final planet, Neptune. Neptune is so distant from the Sun that it takes 165 Earth years to complete its orbit around the Sun. Did you learn a fact about each of the 8 planets? Awesome! Now, are you ready to see the battle of the spaceship? Let's go! By the end of today's session, our space hero will become an actual hero who defends himself. In the last class, we created an enemy troop and added movements to each of the enemy spaceships. And if the space hero touches the enemy ship, then they'll all be destroyed. First, let's see what we have done so far. For that, click on Run. And yes, the enemy ships are on its way to attack the space hero. But wait, I feel sorry for the space hero. Everybody has the right to defend themselves when their existence is threatened. But it looks like our space hero doesn't. Hey, why don't we create a weapon for the space hero so that he can kill the enemy ships using that? What about bullets? Come on. Click on Animation and here's the Animation tab. To create a new sprite, click on the plus sign to the left and choose the option Draw Your Own. Here, we are going to create a bullet. For that, click on the Rectangle tool and draw a rectangle on the screen. Let's make the bullet colorful. Click on the Paint Bucket tool and then click on the color palette. Select the color yellow and then click on the bullet. Great! Rename the sprite to Bullets. Are you excited to add the bullet to the game screen? For the bullets to appear, we have to create a variable called bullets. I think it would look better if the bullets came in a group of 2. and when the bullets touch the enemy ship, it should be destroyed. Now click on Code, and for this, let's learn a new tool from the toolbox called Groups. From Groups, take the variable group block and attach it below the enemy ship 3.scale block. Rename the group to Bullets. If we click on the space bar, the bullets should be fired to the enemy ship from the space hero. For that, go to Controls, take the if conditional statement and attach it inside the function draw block. Now go to World, take the key down block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Click on the drop down and choose the option Space. So far, we have learned to add individual sprites to the game screen. But if we want multiple sprites together, we have to use the Groups tool. So go to Groups, take the group.addSprite block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to Bullets. Now that we have created the group bullets, we have to set the position of the bullets. For that, go to Sprites, take the variable sprite block and attach it below the bullets.addSprite block. Since we only need to set the position of the bullet, take the create sprite part from it and attach it to the place of sprite in the bullets.addSprite block. Now let's remove the variable sprite block. The position of the bullet should be with respect to the position of the space hero. The bullets should come from the top of the space hero but towards the right side. And the value of x increases as we move towards the right. So go to Math, take the plus operator and attach it to the first blank of the create sprite block. Now go to Sprites, take the sprite.x block and attach it to the first blank of the plus operator. Rename the sprite to space hero and give the value on the second blank as 25. Let's set the Y position now. We want the bullets to move up and the value of Y decreases as we move to the top. So go to Math, take the minus operator and attach it to the second blank of the create sprite block. Choose sprites from the toolbox, take the sprite.y block and attach it in the first blank of the minus operator. Now rename the sprite to space hero. Give the value on the right as 10. Now we have set the bullet in the position we want them to appear. Now let's set the bullet's animation. To set the animation of the bullet, go to Groups, take the group.setAnimationEach each block and attach it below the bullets.add block. Rename the group to Bullets on the left, and on the right, click on the drop down and choose the option Bullets. Perfect! We have added the bullets in the position that we have also animated the bullet. But what is the use of the bullet if it doesn't move? So let's add some movements to the bullets. To set the velocity of the bullets, from Groups, take the group.setVelocityEach block and attach it below the bullets.setAnimationEach block. Rename the sprite to Bullets. As you already know, the value of Y decreases as we move from the bottom to the top. So, we have to set a negative sign with the velocity. So, let's keep the value on the right as -5. Click on Run, and yes, the bullet is out in the air. But there's only one. Let's quickly add one more. For that, from Groups, take the group.addSprites block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to bullets, and to set the position, go to sprites. Take the variable sprite block and attach it on the workspace. From the variable sprite block, take the create sprite part and attach it in the place of sprite. Now let's remove the variable sprite block. Now go to math, take the minus operator and attach it in the place of the first 200. Go to sprites, take the sprite.x block and attach it in the first blank of the minus operator. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗄 and give the value on the right as 5. And for the second blank, go to math, take a minus operator and attach it in the other blank. Now from sprites, take the sprite.y block and attach it on the left side of the minus operator. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗄 and on the right, give the value as 10. Click on run, press the space button, and yes, the bullets are firing up. The 𝗙𝗵𝗲𝗄 has learned to stand up for himself when he encounters a difficult situation. But nothing happens when the bullets touch the enemy ships. We want the enemy ships to be destroyed when the bullets touch them. Let's do it. If the enemy ship touches the bullets, then they should be destroyed. For that, go to Controls, take an if conditional statement and attach it inside the function draw block. Since we have created the bullets as a group, click on Groups, take the group is touching target block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to bullets and the first target is the first enemy ship. So rename target to enemy ship 1. When the enemy ship 1 touches the bullet, the enemy ship should be removed from the screen. So let's code in such a way that the enemy ship will be taken to a position outside the game screen. That is, at a point where the value of x is 600. So go to sprites, take the sprite.x block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 1 and give the value on the right as 600. When the enemy ship is destroyed, the bullets should also vanish. So go to Groups, take the group.destroyEach block and attach it below the enemy ship 1.x block. Rename the group to bullets. Click on Run and fire the bullets to the first enemy ship. And yes, when the bullet hits the first enemy ship, both the bullet and the enemy ship gets destroyed. Perfect. Let's repeat the same for the second and third enemy ship. Go to Controls, take the if conditional statement and attach it to the workspace. Now from Groups, take the group is touching target block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to bullets and the target to enemy ship 2. To remove the spaceship from the screen, go to Sprites, take the sprite.x block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 2 and give the value on the right as 600. Now to destroy the bullets, take the group.destroyEach block and attach it below the enemy ship 2.x block. Rename the group to bullets. Run the code. The bullet touches the second ship And yay, the second enemy ship is also removed. Now it's time for the final enemy ship. Again go to Controls, take the if conditional statement and attach it to the workspace. Go to Groups, take the group is touching target block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to Bullets and the target to enemy ship 3. Go to Sprites, take the sprite.x block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 3 and give the value on the right as 600. Now take the group.destroy_each block and attach it below the enemy ship 3.x block. Rename the group to Bullets. And finally click on Run and shoot the bullets at any enemy ship, and if the Space Hero fires the bullets at any of the 3 enemy ships, they will be destroyed. And that's how our Space Hero deals with the enemies. But what happens if the enemy ships touch the Space Hero? If the enemy ship collides with the Space Hero, then the game should end and all the sprites should be destroyed. Now, let's code for that. Go to Controls, take the if conditional statement and attach it to the workspace. To remove a sprite when it collides with another sprite, go to Sprites, take the sprite.collide target block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 1, and you know who our target is, the Space Hero. If the Space Hero touches the enemy ship, the Space Hero should be destroyed. For that, from Sprites, take the sprite.destroy block and attach it in the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to Space Hero. Similarly, if the Space Hero touches the enemy ship should also be destroyed. For that, take another sprite.destroy block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 1. Also, if the Space Hero touches any of the enemy ships, all the ships should be destroyed, right? So take one more sprite.destroy block, attach it to the if conditional statement and rename the sprite to enemy ship 2. Repeat the same process for enemy ship number 3. From Sprites, take the sprite.destroy block and attach it to the workspace. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 3. As we have destroyed the enemy spaceships, now we are left with the bullets. So let's destroy the bullets. Go to Groups, take the group.destroy_each block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to Bullets. Click on Run. Make the enemy ship touch the Space Hero. And yes, all the sprites are now destroyed. Let's repeat the same to destroy all the other sprites as the enemy ship number 2 and enemy ship number 3 touch the Space Hero. Now let's destroy the other sprites as the second enemy ship touches the Space Hero. For that, go to Controls, take the if conditional statement and attach it to the workspace. Now go to Sprites, take the sprite.collide target block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 2 and the target to Space Hero. Now from Sprites, take the sprite.destroy block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to Space Hero. To destroy the first enemy ship, take another sprite.destroy block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to enemy ship 1. Repeat the same process for enemy ship number 2 and 3 also. From Sprites, take the sprite.destroy block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃2. Now take one more sprite.destroy block and attach it below the 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃2.destroy block. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃3. Now that we have destroyed the 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃s, let's move on to the bullets. For that, go to groups, take the group.destroy_each block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to bullets. Let's repeat the same for the third 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃 also. Go to controls, take the if conditional statement and attach it to the workspace. Now go to sprites, take the sprite.collide target block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃3 and rename the target to 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃. If the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃 touches the 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃, the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃 gets destroyed. For conditioning the same from sprites, take the sprite.destroy block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃. Now take another sprite.destroy block and attach it below the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃.destroy block. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃1. To destroy the second 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃, from sprites, take another sprite.destroy block, attach it to the if conditional statement and rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃2. Let's take the final sprite.destroy block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the sprite to 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃3. To destroy the bullets, go to groups, take the group.destroy_each block and attach it inside the if conditional statement. Rename the group to bullets. Click on run, and if any of the 𝗙𝗻𝗄𝗃 touches the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃, then all the sprites will be destroyed. Yes. So today we learned to add a defense tool for the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃, bullets. Each time the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃 is being attacked by the enemy ships, the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃 can fire the bullets by pressing on the space key. And if the enemy ship touches it, then they'll be destroyed. Similarly, if the 𝗏𝗏𝗄𝗃 comes in contact with the enemy troops, all the sprites will be destroyed. Wow, that was so much fun, right? I hope you'll try to make this by yourself. In the next session, we'll learn to add a play button and we'll also set a game over image to our game. When we click on the play button, we'll be directed to the game screen. How cool is that? I know you're excited for the next session, so I'll catch you the next time. Until then, bye!